Hey, hey, we're back with another episode of the Torch Mom podcast. Tonight, we have our special guest, Heidi, a torch mom, taking on risk and crushing hate daily. Hey, Heidi.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on?
Nothing much. Living life and loving it. Thank you so much for
Absolutely.
joining me tonight.
Absolutely. I'm super excited. Get on and get these questions answered.
Okay,
Have a
but
good
let's
time with you.
Yeah, I'm ready to have a wonderful time with you as well. And that's what
Yes,
we're going to
ma'am.
go on here to do. Jump right into the questions. We ain't going to waste no time. It's time to get the
All
party
right.
started.
Oh, man. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. So, my first question for you is what
hmm
were some defining moments or experiences from your childhood that shaped who you are today?
Hmm. Great question. Wow. That's pretty deep. So I am originally from Jamaica, so I'm already unorthodox because I moved from a whole different country when I was 8, 7-ish, 8-ish, and came somewhere else that I didn't really know anybody. Everybody was kind of different, speaking different, and my upbringing was different. The culture was different. So, having to be thrown into an environment that I didn't even know. I mean, I can't say I know the full effects of that as I am now, but, I've had therapy and we've spoken about this, I would say just being able to adapt or learning to adapt in a whole entire environment has made me realize, like, I've been unorthodox from the beginning because I came from a whole different country. So it's okay that I'm different because I started out different anyway, you know?
Mm,
So
mm,
I feel like my experience coming from somewhere else and just being a different culture and having to mix with, different people and having to learn a whole nother state of being, because let me tell you, when I came here, I was teased. There were adults that were like, "Do you even speak English?" So my parents weren't feeling that, and I got bullied, and I try to like speak, I guess you can say American with an American accent, right? I had to practice. Like my friends sat me down and was like, "You can't talk like that." I remember a little bit of them doing that, but
mhm,
just having my accent be so thick and then coming here and then somebody telling me like, "You can't talk like that." So
mhm,
you can say I'm a chameleon because, I can still speak with my accent, but I have to speak like this. And sometimes I can get a little ratchet. And sometimes, if I'm around certain people, I'll talk like that. But,
yeah,
I
yeah.
am myself, but I have learned to just kind of accept being different and sit in that and make that my own because it's okay. So
Mhm.
I would say, just moving and dealing with all of that as a child. And as I got older, I learned to like hone it and have confidence and use it to my benefit. So
Yeah.
I would say that shape me a lot, definitely.
Man, I can definitely relate to that. Okay. St. Thomas,
Take a sip.
U.S. Virgin Islands. Let's be completely
Mm-hmm.
about that. So you would think I would come with the American accent, like you said, but
Right.
no, it was totally different. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
teased. And my aunt was like, listen, we don't talk like that up here.
Right.
you know? So I
Correct.
definitely can understand.
Yeah, man.
Man, next
So yeah,
question.
you understand.
Yeah,
Definitely. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Yeah.
My next question for you
Mm-hmm.
is how did you feel when you first found out you were going to be a mother?
Oh my gosh. Woo! Okay. So I'm gonna be very transparent. Deep question. Um, my situation with my son's father was good in the beginning,
Mhm.
and then of course people reveal themselves after a time, right? Um, so when I did get pregnant, I knew in my heart that because of the type of person that he was, and the situation that he had me in, or what I was going through,
Mm-hmm.
I foresaw that if I had the baby, then it would not be a good situation with me and him, or what I had to deal with, or what I would have to do by myself. Right. So initially, my son, he's not around. Okay. So initially, initially I decided that I wasn't going to keep the baby. Right. Um, I mean, I even made a tape of myself of saying, like, I just found out I was pregnant. So it's kind of mixed feelings because of, what I know for sure. And then, well, I don't know if I should, give up the baby. But I did go to the clinic. Okay. I went to the clinic. Hey, we're Caribbean. The old school, if you're not married or whatever, I was afraid, right? Also, what they would say if they would judge me, or, I know when I was a kid, my mom was like, if you bring baby home, your clothes gonna be out front, and all these things. You know what I'm saying? So all that is in my head, even as a 30-something-year-old, right? So I'm like, okay, I can't. So I go with the father, and they say, well, something's wrong. Like, we can't do it, because if we do, then you'll get an infection or something will happen to you, and we don't want that to happen. So you're going to have to come back. Like, who gets sent home? Right? Yes. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Like, so I have to go and come back in a week? What? No, I've never heard of this. Like, it's hard to come here anyway. Like, you telling me no? So that was just kind of a sign, like, something's like this. He's supposed to be here. Like, I shouldn't do this. Okay, God, I hear you. So I tell my mom, and she was fine with it. I tell my friends, they were like, you're 30-something, you'll be fine. We'll help you, blah, blah, blah. So everything that I had in my mind, it wasn't even what I thought it was going to be. So, and then when he came, I was just like, oh, thrilled. It was amazing. So God was just like, you're supposed to have this baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a lot of mixed feelings, but that's like the backstory, just to be transparent, because a lot of people I don't tell many people that story. So, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you sharing it with us
Yes.
tonight. I definitely do appreciate that. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a
So,
blessing.
yeah, that's how you just simple that out, because he was supposed to be here.
Yes, absolutely. And I see it. I've been seeing it from the beginning. Like, man, dude, you were supposed to be here. I honestly would not be who I am, and my persistence, my determination, everything that I'm doing. I believe I probably wouldn't even be this go hard with life, or just trying to make it, do something, if he wasn't here. So, again, yeah, everything for a reason. So I'm blessed that he came. Definitely.
So, how did your perspective change? Well, how did your perspective on life, let me say that, change after becoming a mother?
Oh my God. So, I mean, I will say I was less selfish. There was more to think about. There was somebody else to think about, and I had to think about, I had to be great for this person every single day, because if I'm not, he won't survive, or he won't be okay. So it's like, and then you're worried about him. Like, as soon as they come out of you, you're like worried, right? So it's like you have to do all of these things to make sure they're good, that they eat, they're changed, they have clothes, they're healthy, all of these things. So it's like, now, outside of thinking of myself and having to do those things for myself, I have a whole nother human to think about all these things, right? So it has to be on point, because this is who's important right now, even almost more than myself. I mean, of course, I'm important, because if I'm not okay, then he won't be okay. But still, So perspective was just like this human, like, oh, we gotta do whatever we can do to get it together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
So perspective was, it went to the roof. Like, what can you do to be great for this kid? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely
Immediately.
mind changer. Yes, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. So doing it by
Yeah.
myself too. Woo! That's another story. We gonna talk about that soon.
Mm. I mean, shoot, you brought it up. Tell me about it right now. Shoot.
Listen. Woo! Listen. So I have this. Do have a dream. I have like 3 vision boards.
Okay.
One thing that I would love to do, that is one of my dreams. Because experiencing just being a single mom, it's definitely challenging. You know, and it could be worse than what I have going on right now. But I would love to like create a nonprofit, something where we can help single moms more, because there's nothing really out there to support single moms in everything they do: daycare, get clothes, help find jobs, help learn business, help learn financial literacy. Okay, help learn where I can go to, get these clothes to get this position, or
Mm-hmm.
it's just so many different things. Food for the kid,
Mm-hmm.
programs like, if you're not working enough money, go to this program and you can get this help. There's so many things out here that a lot of people just are not educated in and don't have access to. Where if there was somewhere they could go, or a program that could help them, specifically for them, that it would be just amazing. So, I mean, I have a name and I have everything. So, I have the idea in my phone. Like, I would love to just create something that could help moms, because it's not easy out here, man.
Mm-mm. It's not.
It's not. And I know there's like single moms that really are, they have money and they're good as far as that goes.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Mm-hmm.
think about the mental side. They may not have support, right? They may not have the friend to go to
Yep.
talk to. They may not have the single mom friend, because I don't have any single mom friends with son or the kid my age, so I can't
Mm.
talk to you really about what I'm going through, because you ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're not
So,
gonna relate fully. Mm-hmm.
right, you're not gonna understand. So I feel like that support system, okay, that you can have a group, come meet up with this group of women, same age or even not the same age, but talk about what's going on, talk about how you feel, mental health, okay, get them therapy, all that. I think
Yeah.
all that is important, because if all of that was in place, then I feel like moms, it would be just a lot easier for
Yeah.
for women, you know. So yeah, that's
I love that. I
yes,
love
thank
that.
you. Yeah,
I love that a lot. And we
yeah,
definitely need
man.
to connect and collaborate, because we're starting a nonprofit
Nice.
and it's definitely geared towards moms. So to have your
Nice.
ideas and you bring your own in, and still have your own
Mm-hmm.
situation going on, and we connect together, I think that
Absolutely.
would be lovely.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes, that's
Absolutely.
a wonderful
Yes.
dream.
That's what we're here for. Networking and helping each other. I'm all for it.
Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am. Yeah, man. It's no joke. So, but you just gotta push through, because if you don't, then that little kid's gonna see you and they're gonna
Mm-hmm.
be like, "What's happening?"
What's
And you
happening?
don't want
Yep.
them to see that. Like, you don't want them to see you down or going through it. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
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 So yeah, man, it's definitely a dream of mine. So we can totally collaborate. I'm all for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Hmm. So.
Um, Let me see where we're gonna go with
Mhm.
this. Can you describe your proudest moment as a mother so far?
Oh my goodness. Hmm. Proudest moment. So I will say, even though I don't use it now, I would say, when I got my master's degree and my
Mm-hmm.
son got to see me like walk across the stage and like get my degree and stuff because, you know, I was going to school, I was working maybe 2 jobs. I had a full time, maybe a side gig. You know, you got to do mom stuff, laundry, cook dinner, do this, do that, do it. Had all these things that I still had to do, but I like pushed through and passed. So I know he was like maybe too young to understand like what I had to do to achieve that. But I can at least say, okay, well, my son saw mommy work hard, even through all of the things that she had to deal with. She still completed, you know, this goal or this thing. So um, again, he's too young to understand, but when he gets older, he's gonna know for real. And I think I am proud of that because he just got to see that moment, you know, or be there for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that's my proudest time. He, you know, at the graduation, he was happy. We had our little handshake, and you know, it was cute. So I would say that's my proudest moment, just to show him that, you know, single mommies can get it, right? They can kill it. Okay, they can
Masters.
do anything. Yeah.
What? Torch
Girl.
mom for real?
Thank you.
Shoot. Yes.
It was so
So
challenging.
looking ahead, what are your hopes and dreams for your child's future?
Ooh. Okay, so I mean, I can have my hopes and dreams for him, but you know, it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna come true.
Exactly.
Right? Because they're their own humans and they're gonna do whatever. But I have been pushing on him a lot, entrepreneurship, right?
Okay.
I'm not telling him specifically what to do. I have asked him, you know, his interests, what he would like to do. He has said to me a couple times, you know, he wants to own his own art studio. And told me what he wants in the art studio. So that's one thing, right? But consistently, I'm like, honey, you know, when you get older, definitely have your own. You know, if you work for someone, you can learn work ethic or whatever, but always have something of your own. Invest. I've been trying to get him pushing a little financial literacy into his brain. I've been studying a little bit more, you know, about finances and investing and credit and all that stuff. So I've been learning, I've been kind of like, you know, throwing at him a little bit. Yeah. So pretty much I want him to have his own business. I want him to be a great investor, have great credit, and utilize it the way that he can so he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So that's really my vision for him. Just be confident, be great, and really like not worry about what too many people have to say, you know, because he's in that stage now. Oh, people think I'm weird at school because of what I eat. So he's really healthy. He doesn't eat meat. He eats vegetables and fish. So kids call him weird or whatever, but I'm like, don't worry about other people, man. They don't understand. What people don't understand, they're going to hate on it. Or if they don't understand, they're going to have something to say about it, but it doesn't mean anything's wrong with you.
Yeah.
So I try to reiterate that in his brain too. But you know, kids like they don't want to. Yeah, they don't think about their friends and what they say, and I get it. But if you plant the seed early, then I know as he gets older, he'll definitely, you know, remember. Like today, I picked him up from school, and he told me that he did his math homework in class. Like he's like, I finished Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday packet. He's like, yeah, Mom, I work smarter, not harder, like you said. I was like, oh, you listening? When I think you're not listening, really?
Yeah,
I was impressed. I was like, oh, you're right. Yeah, I was juiced.
He got it done.
Yes. I was like, so you don't have no homework for the rest of the week? He's like, no. I was like, good job. Look at you. So I think your kids not listening, but they kind of are. So yeah. So
yeah, and that makes you feel good.
It does. Because I'm like, oh, all right, you listen to your mom a little bit. Thank you.
Right. A little bit.
You know what I'm saying? A little bit. So But yeah, say
Okay.
that. Yes. All that to
Okay.
say. Yeah.
So, what does torch mom mean to you?
Oh man. Just pretty much next level mom, right? Just being a beast at whatever, just trying to be great, just pretty much trying to get it done for yourself, for myself and the kid,
Mm-hmm.
best way possible. And just whatever comes, you push through it with positivity and just persistence, determination, and just grinding. Because let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you, I'm Jamaican for real with all the grinding. Okay. I know you understand because you be grinding too, friend.
Yeah. No, I know.
You, you got a lot of businesses, so I totally get it. But that's what it means to me. Just being elite, I really have honed in on that word elite. Uh, elite elevation is my business name, but I've been like
Okay.
creating different, elite businesses underneath that name
Okay.
because that word just means high level, getting it done,
Mm-hmm.
just killing it. So I've just used that word to like expand on my businesses because I just feel like, if you're elite at whatever you do,
Yep.
you're gonna be great, so yeah,
Take
that's what
that
torch.
action.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
So, what motivated you to pursue entrepreneurship?
oh man. So it's funny because I felt like if you asked me this question, what I would say was what I would say. Um, so my mom's mom was an entrepreneur. My dad, he passed like 12 years ago. He was an entrepreneur, even though he worked like 6, 7 days a week. He still did life insurance. So he
Mm,
wanted to, he jumped into the entrepreneur life a little bit. My mom's I've been an entrepreneur most of my life. She owns a
okay.
daycare.
Mm,
She's had that for like 30 years.
wow.
So her, my dad, my grandmother, um, I feel like, well, it's just in me. I feel like it's
Mhm.
innate. Um, I just feel like I've always had that entrepreneur spirit. Like I've sold knives, I sold candy when I was younger. I sold
Mhm.
ADT door to door. I sold frozen food door to door. Girl, I did network marketing at least maybe 2 or 3 companies.
Okay.
Um, so I've always been trying to find that. Oh, I've been a girl. I've been a personal trainer.
Wow.
Yes, a personal trainer. I did, of course, bartending.
Mhm.
Man,
Mhm.
I've always just known like I'm supposed to be doing something else, something that's great,
Yep.
something that's not for someone else, not
Mhm.
building somebody else's dream, something for myself. So
Yep.
I've just always tried to find that thing, you know. But yeah, man, I'm what's the word? Naturally, is it naturally insubordinate? I just don't like taking. I don't like taking direction from people. Like I don't like people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
I think naturally I'm that, right? Ever since I was younger, like even though it's something that you got to listen to some kind of order, right? Of
Yeah.
course,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I've naturally just been like, I need my own thing, like I'm gonna do what I want to do, like. So
Yeah.
I think that's innately just me.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Okay. So that's where that came from.
yes, girl, yes, it's in me. It's
Okay.
in me.
So, what inspires you to start the Elite Mixer?
Oh my gosh, crazy story. Um, so I bartended since 2004. I got my
Okay.
bartending license then, right? I went to bartending school, got my license. So on and off, I worked at different clubs. Club in DC, what is it called? I can't remember. God dang it, I can't remember the club, but I worked at a couple clubs, lounges. I worked at a golf course, bartended. I've done a
Mm.
lot of jobs bartending, so um, I was like, I need to do this for myself, because I heard about mobile bartending and I didn't know that was a thing. So I looked it up and I spoke to my cousin about it and I was like, man, I found this thing like mobile bartending. Like I feel like, I could do really well at this. Like I would want to do it. So I came up with a name. I came up with a bartender, like a business name, the Elite Mixer. I don't know where that came from, honestly. The elite word, I was already on that. So
Right.
mixer is like mixer, but with the two X's. My ex was African, so I kind of like did the twang mixer. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that has like a ring to it. It's different. Two X's, whatever. So I told my cousin I was going to do it, and I just kept thinking what I need to do. I came up with a business name, created a website. Just things kept coming like slowly, like naturally. I used my own money to do everything. And as time went on, I just kept increasing all of my supplies and getting more clients. And like, it was just coming together. And it was just a small idea. And I would never have dreamed that I had like 20 events last year. It was the most events I've had since I started. Yeah. I'm like, man. So it's crazy. I was like, just this idea just that I had just to do something for myself is now where it's at. It's pretty wild. But it just shows if you really want something, it's going to happen. You're going to make it happen,
Yeah.
Things are just going to happen for it to appear, I guess.
Yeah, and come together, because that's what you did. You automatically. You ain't waste no time.
I didn't. I did not. I really didn't. We literally had the conversation and I just started researching and seeing what I needed to do. Because I love making drinks and making people happy when it comes to my drinks. So that makes me happy to see people having a good time, and because of me, doing something that I created. So I was like, man, I really do enjoy this. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it since I've started, and it's pretty amazing to see where I've come from. Just from when I started, like looking back at the pictures and seeing my little raggedy supplies, right? Like, oh my God, I had that little container and I had this little.
You need to take that. You need to take back to the start.
Yes. I'm like, man, look at that. So it is really interesting to see how an idea sparked to turn into like, oh, I have like an actual little business here. Wow. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. And you make a lot of your like your simple syrup. I saw you make that naturally.
Yes.
So most of the things that you mix with, you're making it yourself.
Yes. So I do when I create the pre-batch drinks, if a customer or client does request that, I can do up to 4 gallons of a drink that we come up with. So it can be like a margarita, or it can be like a sex on the beach, or it could be any drink that is like a brown liquor or something like that. We come up with the ingredients, and I use natural ingredients. I'll use like lemons, limes, like actual like organic sugar.
Yeah, okay.
Things like that, like spices and different things, so it can have a better flavor. Because if you just mix it with the artificial, me creating it with natural flavors separates my drink from like other people making the drinks, right? Because they're going to use those artificial flavors, and they're like, oh, it's a drink. But if me separating myself and using natural flavors, they're like, man, this is good. It tastes way better. So that's what I decided to do to like, just separate myself from like different bartenders or whoever's mobile bartending. Like, oh, Heidi makes her drinks with natural flavors. So yeah.
And that's good for your clients too, because It helps
Mm-hmm.
them not be so sick the next day.
This is true. Absolutely. I would say so.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
'Cause, you know,
Definitely
my
more
wife is the
refreshing.
yeah, because my wife,
Mm-hmm.
I was not into drinking cocktails. I would just drink liquor
Mm.
straight, you know. So
Yes, I
I was
understand.
like, look, I'm not trusting no cocktails. I'm gonna be sick the next day.
Right.
I'm not feeling it. She
It's
made
all
that
the
drink, like
artificial
you said,
flavors.
with everything natural. Honey,
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Feeling good, and I'm good the next day too.
Listen. Absolutely. You got the little lime pulps in there a little bit, or the
Yep.
fruit, the little fruit. Yeah, it's way
Mm-hmm.
better. I don't even
Yep.
know what made me think of that either. Like, oh, you make a drink with natural flavors.
Yeah.
That came to me too, and it's definitely worked
Mhm.
out. So
Yep. So much
yeah,
better for your clients. So that's a big
absolutely.
thing that sets the elite mixer
Yes.
apart from other bartenders that are mobile. Okay. So please
Absolutely.
check her out and follow her on Instagram. And we will make sure to put all of her information in the details so you can check her out.
Yes. Check me out, y'all. Definitely make you some good drinks.
Yes. So you had 20 events, you said last year, right?
The year
Okay.
before I had like
So
11 or 10 or something like that. Yeah.
already. Okay. So share a memorable experience or event that stands
hmm
out in your journey with the
Oh,
Elite Mixer.
absolutely. Okay. So I have a client I helped last year, and
Okay.
he's actually just hit me up recently to do another event this year.
Yay.
And I know, yeah, I love my recurring clients. That makes me so happy.
Yes.
Makes me so excited. But he hit me up, and he's gonna have an event in, I think it's May, no, August, end of the year, July, August.
Okay.
So, and he also requested the 4 gallons of my mixed pre-bash drinks with the natural flavors. Yes.
Yes.
Because he said the one went so fast last year, so he wants 4 this time.
Okay.
Anyways, so we had his event. It was at his apartment complex in their like lounge area.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe he's a cop. So he has like cop friends, and like different other people came from like Chicago and different places.
Wow.
Um,
Okay.
but yeah, so it was really, really nice. It was me by myself. So it's probably like 60 people there. Right. It was a lot. It was a lot of people. They were working me, girl. They were working me. But they were
Making
working
a
me.
good drink.
Listen, because it wasn't like a closed off bar. It was one of those like those little what's your island kitchen
Island. Okay.
joints?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So people were on this side, and then they were on this side, and then they were all over the place. Like, Heidi, let me get this and let me get it. So I'm like, okay, give me a second, please. Right.
Right.
But they loved the drinks, and they loved my personality and how I treated them.
Mm-hmm.
They really felt like I was super engaged, and they loved how I interacted with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like so much so that they like literally requested me to come back for this event. They were like, they don't want you to
Really?
bring they don't want me to bring nobody to help me. They don't bring an assistant. Just come by yourself. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, y'all about to have 70, 80 people. Like, I need someone to help me. He was like, no, come by
Mm-mm.
yourself.
You
You'll be all
got it.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like,
They
okay.
know you got it.
So listen, they really were sweet to me. The
Mm-hmm.
host at the end, he was like, y'all better go in y'all pockets, take out at least $2 to $5 and put it in Heidi's tip jar. Like, he made an announcement. He was like, because this girl, she did so well. And then
Yeah.
they were like on the water in DC. So we went outside
Mm.
to take like a group picture. And he was like, Heidi, come on, you're going to be in the picture. So,
Oh.
so they like put me in the picture. I'm like dead center with the host. Okay. They got me in the middle with the host. And so we take like 2 or 3 pictures. And then afterwards, they applauded. They like
Mm-hmm.
were like, thank you, Heidi. They like clapping. Like, you did so well. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I felt so loved. Like, I almost cried, honestly.
I bet.
Because because like when you're in it, you're just being yourself, and I'm just trying to make sure they have a good time. And I really put a lot into making, the drinks. So the fact that they really loved it that much and they loved the service and all of that to where they applauded, put me
Yeah.
in their pictures,
Mm-hmm.
all that. It was like super memorable. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of my best experiences doing that.
Wow.
So yeah, it was good. It was really
And the
making me feel,
callback.
and the callback, yes, girl, and spending more money. Thank you. Spending more
And
money. Thank you.
and they're trusting you to know that you can come by yourself and tear it up.
Yes.
And that's
Oh
what
my
you're going to
God.
do.
I'm like, y'all, for real, y'all gonna have all
Mhm.
the people. You want me by myself? Yeah, I mean, I'll get through it, of course.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's always good to have a
Have an
little help.
assistant.
Hmm. Yes,
Yeah.
but we gonna make it work. So
Mm-hmm. Well,
yes,
congratulations on that, and
thank
congratulations
you.
on more clients to come,
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you
including
very much.
us.
Yes, girl, I got you. Let me know whenever you're ready. Listen,
Yes,
whenever you're ready.
most definitely. My
But
next question for you is, what
mhm.
strategies do you employ to maintain your mental and emotional well-being while juggling motherhood
Mm,
and business ownership?
girl, listen. I know there's moms out here that's like, oh, my kid is my life, and I just forget about myself and all that. Okay, listen, no, nothing against those moms, right? But
Right.
I really try to take care of myself as much as I can. So what I
Mhm.
do is I do go to the gym.
Okay.
I work out when I can. I just got a trainer recently.
Okay.
So I work out with him like two times a week, 6 o'clock in
Mhm.
the morning, child. I've been waking up at 5. So yeah.
Woo.
Yes, I know. So so yeah, I've been doing that. I really just try to like, I've gone to like dinner by myself, just hit the bar up, gone to like, what is it called? Something Pearl in DC. I
Okay.
believe I can't remember right now. But they have amazing oysters. I think it's Blue Pearl, Black Pearl, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They have amazing oysters. I've met a couple great people there. So I'll just go there, sit at the bar. It's a warming experience just like being with those people. Like the energy is great. So I'll go there, have a drink, couple
Mm-hmm.
drinks, eat, and then I'm out. So I've done that a
Yeah.
couple times. Um, Maybe just drive around, maybe just go to the mall. I've gone to the movies by myself. Like,
Okay.
I'll come home and just be in my room, watch a couple podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I really try to have time for myself and just settle my mind because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It is a
Mm-hmm.
lot. I've actually, and I've gotten a therapist. I had a therapist for 2 years.
Okay.
So that also helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that experience was great. So yeah,
That's
those are a
self-care.
couple things I've
Oh,
done. Listen, I make sure I don't forget that. You can get
mm-hmm.
lost in
Mm-hmm.
doing business, lost in doing laundry, doing cooking, putting this away, cleaning the room. Um, okay, I got to do this appointment. He got to go this appointment. Like the
Yep.
brain, like people with multiple children. I say God bless them
Oh
because
yeah.
how many kids you got?
One.
One. Okay. See, listen. Oh my God. One
One right now.
feels like multiple.
Okay.
So if I if I had more, ma'am, I would have to take a vacation on the weekends at least every 3 months if I could. For real.
Give me a break.
Listen,
Mm.
because man, listen, you really have to be intentional with being positive and like putting the right things in your mind because I've
There
had a
you
couple breakdown moments like, God, please, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what
Mhm.
is happening? Just
Yeah.
please. So, but you just gotta snap back,
Mm-hmm.
snap back. Like, no, it's gonna work out. It's gonna work
Yep.
out. Really straight.
Reflect, get it in order.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. Girl. So, and that's where the whole having a space for single moms could come in, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes women don't feel comfortable sharing, like, oh, I'm in this breakdown moment, or I feel this way, without thinking you're going to get judged, or like,
Mm-hmm.
well, why do you feel like that? Well, I do. I get through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be that conversation,
Yep.
so you don't even feel like saying anything at all, so you got to deal with that yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, yeah, it's a lot. I recommend therapy for everyone, especially single moms. For real.
Yeah.
It helps a lot. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Absolutely.
very much. Because a lot of
Hmm.
people need to know that it's okay to go get therapy. And I
Yes.
had to be one of them too, because, I was feeling like I don't want to talk to nobody. And
Hmm.
they gonna be judging
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
So
No, it's
just
so
take a
important.
chance on yourself.
Yes. Absolutely. Number one advocate for therapy. Please, everyone go. If you can. If you can't afford it, find some kind of insurance that'll take it. Like,
Yep.
figure it out, because it
Mm-hmm.
helps a lot. I know in our community, African American community, they look down upon it. I feel like it's getting a little bit better, but I don't. There's nothing wrong with it. You have to have an outlet, or have another perspective outside of your brain, or outside of your friend that doesn't even know what's happening for real, to be
Mm-hmm.
able to give you actual educational, answers that
Mm-hmm.
will help you out of what you're going through.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes sense. So go to therapy, guys.
Yes. Man. And
Oh
I'm gonna
my
make sure
goodness.
I put some details too in the details section for a couple of torch moms that definitely have therapy sessions available,
Hmm.
life coaches, everything, so you guys can get in touch with them and
Absolutely.
take a chance on yourself and make sure you take that time out for some self-care that way as well.
Super important.
So my next question for you:
Hmm.
do you envision the future growth and expansion of the elite mixer? And what goals do you hope to achieve with your business in the coming years?
Well, I do have something in the woodworks. I don't know if I want to tell the world yet, but I mean, we'll put it in the universe, because we want it to happen. It's going to
Yes.
happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, so yeah, I am looking to open an event space, to expand my mobile bartending.
Okay.
I feel like when I open it, I may not be super engulfed in the whole elite mix of bartending part, but I still may have a small part when it comes to my mixes, because I love doing that, you know. And that will be, I feel like that will be offered, um, in the package, because
Okay.
I would offer packages for whoever, is coming, to for
Mm-hmm.
with the space. But that is my vision for the expansion where I'm at. Um, I feel like, because of what I do and how I've always enjoyed having events that,
Mm-hmm.
I paid for my own events, like my birthdays. I've been throwing parties since I was like 21, and
Mm-hmm.
just planning it myself, renting out event spaces, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And just the idea of my friends and family having a good time. Um, I mean, not really on my dime, but on my dime, but on my birthday, right? I still enjoyed it. Like, that made me happy that my family had a good time, and they always looked forward to my events.
Okay.
So I thought, a couple of years ago, I put it in my phone that that's something that I would want to do. Um, And I just left it there because I was like, I didn't know how to do it. I didn't know what to do. It was just an idea. I write ideas in my phone, like whenever I put in my phone.
Yeah.
But I just came across a gentleman. His name is Nehemiah Davis. And, I asked the universe for a mentor. And then he popped up like not too far after. And he's like heavy in event space, as well as just entrepreneurship and doing other things. But he was heavy in event space for a long time. And I was like, man, this sounds like, something that I wanted to do. I looked at my phone. I was like, oh my God, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I was like, all right, this would be a great way to just shift and expand from what I'm doing to that. It'd be on a larger scale. And then I can still, have people come and do their events. I can contribute with my bar or not. That's fine. But it's a business idea that is still in the same realm, of what I do. And it can make a lot of money, help a lot of people. I can do other things outside of parties, So that is my main focus right now, making that happen. So whatever I can do to make it happen is what I've been doing lately.
Amazing.
So, yes. So that's definitely something that I'm working towards. Credit and investors, looking for that and all that good stuff. Looking for a space. And yeah, he Nehemiah Davis, he has a program. He's like a mastermind for doing event spaces and how to do it and all these good things. It's $2,000. So I am getting that together so I can take the mastermind so I can know exactly, how to do it. But I haven't let that stop me from like looking for spaces and, working on my credit and looking for investors. So
still taking action.
Yes, absolutely. Came up with a logo. Yes. Came up with a logo. Redid my vision board so I can have like the space and my logo on space.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm focused.
Manifesting it.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yes.
So, I'm excited. That gentleman, I'm gonna meet him one day.
Most definitely.
Nehemiah. If you see this, I'm gonna meet you.
Yeah. Make sure you send me his information too, so we can go on and tag him in here.
Absolutely, he is.
Yep. So they can know about him too.
Absolutely. So it's been I've been on a binge on like just learning more about entrepreneurship and business credit and fixing your credit and how you can use business credit to pretty much finance anything, in business. And it's crazy because I'm like, our people don't really know about this stuff, and if we knew more about this, I mean, it's on YouTube. You can go to YouTube University and find out all of these things. Yeah. But just learning about credit and investing and all that good stuff is just like, wow. It's been an eye-opener for me just watching all of that lately. Just starting from one thing, like, oh, event space, but then it just kept snowballing into more. Oh, credit repair. Oh, business credit. Oh, personal credit needs to be like, yeah. It's pretty dope. So I'm excited. Definitely.
And I'm excited
the future.
For you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank you for sharing all that good information with us first.
Absolutely. Yes. So that means it's going to happen because I just put it out in the universe, on the internet universe. So it's going to come through. Definitely.
Yes, it will.
Nehemiah Davis, he says it has to work or it has to work. I changed it to it's going to work or it's going to work. I was like, we're just going to switch the words around.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
Yes.
Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to work.
It's going to work. So one simple idea turned into what I got going on right now. So it can happen again. It will happen.
That's what's going to happen. Straight up. And then you just ran into him.
I know. It was crazy. I literally was like praying to the universe, like, I need a mentor. Like, I just need someone that's successful and kind of just I can relate to in the same realm of
Mm-hmm.
mindset that I'm looking to be in, to just help me. And just
Yep.
because a mentor doesn't actually have to be around you,
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I learned that from him. Mentor doesn't have to be around you. And I just deemed him as my mentor. So,
That's
yeah,
what
man.
he is.
Yeah, for real. For real. So,
Shoot.
yeah,
Yeah,
one day. One
that's
day.
what he is.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. He has a mastermind too. It's like 75K. And that's
Mm.
also a goal to get into that. I think it's called the Circle of Greatness. You got to
Okay.
pay 75K for it. And you get like, I think a week or two with him. And you are like almost guaranteed to like make millions after he teaches you everything. But
Yeah.
also what you get from him, the mindset, the direction to go, the connections, all of that. Amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah, man. They say
Mm-hmm.
you got to invest in yourself.
Yeah. Gotta take that chance on self,
Mm-hmm.
baby.
Absolutely.
Take on risk and crush hate daily.
Uh-huh. Yes. I agree.
Mhm. I want to know,
Mm-hmm.
why do you refer to yourself as the mocktail master?
Yes. Oh, did you go on my website? You went on
I
my
was
website.
doing my homework.
Yes, girl. I listen. My mocktails are too bomb because again, I use natural ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
So the freshness and the taste is just like, oh yeah, no. And anywhere I go, like if I go to like my cousin's house for like holiday or something, they always asking me to make drinks. So when I make my mocktails, even not even with the fresh ingredients, they're like, Heidi, make me another one. I'm like, man, can I not work while I'm here visiting y'all, please, on this holiday? Thank
No.
you. So, and I just thought it was a catchy name. Like, I just wanted something that was real catchy. I felt like fit me and my work. So
Mm-hmm.
I came up with Mocktail Master as well.
I
Yeah.
saw that. I said, okay, I want to know
Mm-hmm.
why. I want to know why.
Yes. Yeah, my mocktails are lit. Definitely.
Well, I'm gonna have to try one. I
Mm-hmm.
always need my little shot or two or three up in there, but I could try
Mm-hmm.
mocktails, see what it's like.
Yes. My ex could not drink alcohol. So I
Okay.
would, I slightly master, well, not slightly, but I mastered my mocktails because he couldn't drink.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, circumstances breed mastery, I guess.
Straight
I
up.
like that. That's a bar. I have to
Write
write
that
that down. That's a shirt right there. Shoot.
Write that down.
Listen.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Mm-mm. I like it. I like it. I love it. That is
So,
funny.
what advice would you give to other single mothers who aspire to pursue their entrepreneurial dreams while raising
Mm-hmm.
a family?
Ooh, I would say I would start out with being open at first. Because if you're not open, then whatever like you're fed, you won't receive it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you open your mind to doing it and like believing like it could work for you, or this could be a way that you could be successful outside of like the everyday working, that would also help. And then after you believe that, then find a mentor, find someone that is in the area of or line of work or entrepreneurship that you would want to get into or see yourself getting into. And if you can't think of anything, I would say, research or go on YouTube, start watching some videos, see if something like latches on to you. And then if it does, then keep looking for more things, right? And latch onto that mentor and take notes and then write your goals of what you'd want to do or where you'd want to go. how long it's going to take you, how long you want it to take you. Start reading books on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just pretty much just put it into the universe. Pray about it. Make a vision board, right? If you don't know how to make a vision board, YouTube it or ask somebody. Because if you can't see what you want, then how is it going to come to fruition, right? You can write it down, but if, like, you know, I've heard a lot of speakers say, like, if you can't see it, I think Myron Golden even said it. If you can't see it, then how's it going to come to fruition, right? So put it on a vision board. I saw Steve Harvey. He took a picture of his vision board. He had it on his phone as a screensaver. So every time he pulled up his phone, he would see what, you know, his goals. And I did that too with my event space. I put my logo on my phone. So every time I pull it up, I can see it. You got to see it. So definitely see it. Pray about it. Definitely pray. I really try to be intentional about praying when I wake up and praying when I go to sleep. Sometimes if you miss it, be in your car and just talk out loud and say, God, like, you want this, or help me with this, or you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that also helps. One last thing, maybe not even the last, but patience. Listen, girl, yes, you feel me. Oh my God. Listen, the patience intertwines with mental state, okay? Because if you're not patient, then you can be over here like thinking these things like, oh my God, it's not gonna work. Oh my God, is it gonna work? Oh my God, I've been doing all of this for this long. When's it gonna happen? But then if you think like that, then you're gonna push away your blessing. Like you're gonna push away what's coming to you, and it's gonna take longer. And that's something that a lot of people don't know as well. Like if you worrying, if you are thinking negatively, if you feel like it won't happen, then it won't happen. So you have to like intentionally be in the state of mind as much as possible. Like, all right, I'm just going to keep doing what I got to do. If I got to do things I don't want to do, just know that if I keep doing what I'm supposed to do, it's going to come.
Yeah.
It's so long. Oh my God. Listen, the wait is long sometimes, but you have to believe that it's going to come because it's never going to come. So that's that piece that's important for real. And you get it clearly. Because I'm waiting too, man. Waiting too, friend. But what I've seen is that you really are not going to get what you deserve or what you want until you're really ready. And you're going to be in like different spaces of growth. So something may pop a little bit here. And you're like, okay, something happened a little bit, right? But it's because you're at a specific level of growth. So this time, right at this moment, you're going to get this, but you still ain't ready to get that. So just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Life has taught me that. My experiences have taught me that, but also because you got to be intentional about the positive reinforcement in your mind. And I didn't really fully get that until recently. So it's weird. It's weird, but it's good. So, yeah. So all of that healing, reading, working out, all of that, just trying to be a whole better human will allow you to receive what you want in the future a lot easier. So when I get that space, I'm coming back and I'm be like, see y'all, yes, you just got to. It was the time. It wasn't time yet, but it's gonna be time when it comes. So
yeah,
had to be patient. So
that patience.
Let me tell you. Oh, Jesus. I might have to sip on that one, y'all.
Yes, y'all. Y'all got them good old gems
Mm-hmm.
from Heidi. So
Yes.
take
Yeah,
heed to
man.
those, utilize them because they're definitely needed.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Um, being in business, we've been in business together. I I feel like being in those spaces at that time
Mm-hmm.
was for a reason, right? It was a purpose to. I realized it was a purpose to help me see that I want to be an entrepreneur.
Yep.
Like this is what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
but just because it's not specifically that business doesn't. It's okay.
Yep.
But I was there in that space to realize what I want to do or what I want to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it
Mm-hmm.
helped with my growth. And I don't think I wasn't ready at that time. Mr. Lomax, you know Mr. Lomax, of course.
Yep.
He used to tell me, he's like, "You're not ready. You're not ready." I'm like, "Yes, I'm ready." But looking back, I'd be like, "Yeah, I wasn't." But I think
Mm-hmm.
I was there in that space to learn and to be better, like
Yep.
at what I'm supposed to do, you know. So I
That
appreciate
personal
being in
development.
that space. Yes, absolutely. Being around those leaders and being around that type of environment just showed me like, oh yeah, you want to be an entrepreneur. Like this is what you're supposed to be doing. But if
Mm-hmm.
it's not this, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But at
Yeah.
least you were here and you did what you're supposed to do here
Mm-hmm.
for that moment. So, Cameron, go upstairs.
Yeah.
See, you got the kid trying to get in the interview. Mom life, y'all. I'm telling you. Well,
You really gotta sneak up on you.
right. Lord. Getting snacks out the fridge.
So he all good. We can't even see him, so he good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kind of saw him run by a little bit.
Soon as I said something, huh?
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit. That's funny. Oh my goodness.
Whoa, Heidi, thank you so much for
Mm-hmm.
real.
You're
Mm-mm.
welcome.
Do you have anything else you'd like to share with our audience, or
Mm-hmm.
is there anyone you'd like to give flowers to before we close out?
Wow. Oh, so absolutely. Since this is gonna be in the universe probably forever, right? I definitely want to give flowers to my mom. Okay. Listen, and I haven't told her this, of course. Caribbean parents, they don't really talk about feelings and all that good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but, this is out there. And if it was not for her, I would not be able to do a lot of the things that I do in my life. Going, have my time at the gym, having my child being taken care of, just not having to worry about him, even when he was a baby. I didn't have to go to daycare. I didn't pay for daycare because she
Mm-hmm.
was right there.
Yes.
So, just being that catalyst of strength and support for my kid all the way up until this point. That is, I'm doing what I'm doing, or being patient and working on what I'm working on so she can be good. And I just pray that God gives me and her the time to where she can enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
So, give flowers to my mama. Thank you, Mom. You're the best. Wouldn't be able to be here without you. Let me tell you. Woo! I don't know how much to
Thank
even
you, Mama.
describe it. But I hope one day I can really show her, you know,
Mm-hmm.
how much I appreciate, but she don't have to do nothing but
Yeah.
enjoy life for the
It's
rest of the
coming.
life that she has. She old.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
coming. Coming
Yeah.
soon.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, but I'm super excited. It's so great to be here. Love this. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I am. This is an
Thank you.
amazing platform.
Thank
I'm not surprised because you're a boss. Okay.
you.
So I just wish you all the best, because podcasts are the new thing, like not the new thing, but they're like on fire right now.
Yeah.
It's definitely a thing right now. So just keep going, keep being great. And I definitely pray that you continue to rise to the moon, my friend. So
I thank you
thank
so
you for
much.
having me. Absolutely.
You are most
Absolutely.
welcome.
No
Yeah.
problem. So this is
Again,
great with my piano in the back.
look, it's looking super cool over there. It's
I'm
looking super
telling
cool
you.
over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gotta go play a tune on that thing.
It's good. Uh, again, Heidi, I have to thank you for giving us the
Absolutely.
opportunity to share space with you. Your energy was amazing and it is truly
Thank you.
appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. Glad to be here. My first podcast.
Oh,
Not my
wow.
last. Yes. So
Okay.
you popped my podcast cherry.
Look, I feel like that's probably what my second or third time hearing that on
Oh,
here.
really? Oh, that's
Yes.
awesome.
So
Okay,
that is
so
awesome.
yes, I'm excited. Yeah, I told somebody else today, like, "Oh, you're gonna be on more podcasts?" I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
I think I hope so. That would be
Yeah.
great." Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No
Putting it out
problem.
there. Yes, ma'am. But thank you so much.
You are very welcome. Thank you
Hmm.
again. And you
Yeah,
guys
man.
already know negativity is forbidden and energy is power. Didn't have a
Hmm.
backstage pass to check out the live stream? It'll be available for viewing on our YouTube channel, the Torch Mom Podcast. So be sure to subscribe, like, and share. If you have experiences or questions to share, send us an email to the torchmompodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at the Torch Mom Podcast. Remember, what you desire, you already have. We love you. Stay torch.
Yes. Bye, y'all. Torch moms. Let's go. Lead mix.